what level of passion you have for this particular subject. Are you of the mindset, even though I know that you want Trump to win, are you of the mindset that in Biden's case, he should step out of the race or he should finish the deal?
Do you trust in his way to communicate any message with anybody? Do you trust him? Because this is how it works in the world of business, okay? Let's just say, Stephen A., you're running a $3.5 trillion a year company. Let's call this company USA, okay? Let's say I, on behalf of you, I'm going to go negotiate with another guy named G or another guy named Vlad. Let's just call him Vlad. Or let's call another guy named Zelensky, okay?
Okay.
Or another guy named Raisi or whoever, Khamenei, that's running Iran, the late Raisi. Would you trust Biden on behalf of you to go negotiate with any one of those guys? I don't think you'd say yes to that,
I
right?
wouldn't.
Exactly. So we are the owners of this country. We're the voters, right? We are voting for somebody on behalf of us to go negotiate in a favorable term for us. It's very simple. You have to negotiate favorable terms on the $200 billion we gave to Zelensky. You have to negotiate in favorable terms on to put the fear in, Putin to not do what.
I'm sorry, bro. Why are you talking to him like he's stupid?
No, he doesn't. No, that's how he talks always.
He's really like breaking it down.
He breaking it down. He's a podcaster.
I feel like he's doing a good job.
No, that's how he breaks it down real simple.
It's just
where you can't argue with it.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny how he
articulates well.
He articulates very well because it doesn't sound like he's like attacking them. Yeah, no, it's definitely easy to digest.
Because like
that's why he does good. I like him for that.
He kind of hit that. He did the same thing with what's his name?
That's how he talks every
Bill
time.
Bill Maher. So it's just
he
like,
breaks it down simply.
Like,
because when you break it down simply, it's like you're not trying to use big words, and he doesn't take the Ben Shapiro.
But on his show, he don't. He talks faster and still don't. He don't be doing that much big words.
Nah, he talks like this.
This is how he talks.
He talks
Yeah,
this slow.
I think he
That's why
always
people
talks
like
like
it, bro.
That's why I like
always talks
PVD.
like
It's like
this.
easy to follow.
Yeah.
I probably.
I understand what he's saying.
You ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to. Over Ben Shapiro, I couldn't imagine being a listener of Ben Shapiro podcast.
It's just
You
funny
gonna
how
say a
he's
lot.
saying it though. It's just like, look, bro. It's just like let's say
He breaks
this
it down
flag,
real simple.
bro.
Yeah, I agree.
What a nigga brain can understand.
I like it.
Voting for somebody on behalf of us to go negotiate in a favorable term for us. It's very simple. You have to negotiate favorable terms on the $200 billion we gave to Zelensky. You have to negotiate in favorable terms on to put the fear in, Putin to not do what he's doing to, Ukraine. You have to put the fear in G. So to me, it starts that simple. It's not even about me and Trump are not friends. I've never broke bread with him to have like a conversation. You probably had more interactions with him one-on-one than I've had with him. I've met him at a UFC fight. Dana made the introduction. I've been to Mar-a-Lago a couple times. I've met his son. I've met him. I've met Don a couple times.
I've never seen him since 2014.
That's the financial advice he gave you.
That's the last time we saw each other. When we were at a game, at the Knicks game, and he introduced me to Bill O'Reilly at that particular moment in time. And I was the person he called in 2014 when he was trying to purchase the Buffalo Bills. And he said to me on the phone, he said, Stephen A., I want to get the Bills. He said, but I got a feeling these folks are going to get in my way. And his exact words to me, and I've said this publicly, so I'll echo it to you. He said, if them fuckers get in my way, I'm going to get them back. I'm going to run for president. That's exactly what he said.
Wow.
He said this to you.
He said this to me in 2014.
Wow.
He said it to me in 2014. He's trying to get the Bills. The price for it was $1.4 billion.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get it, and there you have it.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, bro, but this man PD is fresh as hell.
He's always got the fresh suit on.
Why? I ain't never seen him like somebody pimp the suit like that.
Yeah,
He's got swag. I like him a lot, bro. He breaks things down. He's real smart. He breaks things down simply.
Nah, facts.
Plus 1,000 aura.
This to me in 2014.
Wow.
He said it to me in 2014. He's trying to get the Bills. The price for it was $1.4 billion.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to get it, and there you have it.
Yeah. So think about, by the way, I spoke to him and I said, I'd love to see you on Stephen A. It's one of the first things I told him. I said, I'd love to see you on Stephen A. I think that would be a entertaining interview if you interview Trump.
I wouldn't run from it. I'd gladly interview him.
I know you would. And I think it'd be very entertaining for everybody to watch. And if they're watching it right now, they ought to consider it, especially if they did Logan Paul. It'd be a very different kind of an audience to speak to because a big part of the audience listens to you. So for me, I just did 3 interviews today. Today's, whatever the day is, day after 4th of July, we're sitting here. You're working a day after 4th of July. Most of America right now is like, no, it's my 4-day weekend, all this stuff, right? We're grinding, we're working. I asked one of the guys, I said, hey, you're interviewing today. He says, yes. So you sure you want to work for a company that's working on 5th of July, day after 4th of July? Mm-hmm. He says, I asked the question myself, right? Do you think President Biden is working on the 5th of July? Do you think he's working 6 days a week the way Trump would do? Do you think he would pick up the calls? Do you think he would pick up the calls more than a Newsom? Do you think he would pick up the calls more than any of the other candidates? So the fact that they have him over a Trump as a candidate, I trust Trump in the locker room to sit down and talk to these guys with G. Did you hear the story that when Byron Donalds was on State Steel, the other fellow that was with him that said, hey, what's the best Trump story that you have? He said he goes one time and sits and talks to the Taliban. And he says, hey, I want you to know something. We're about to exit Afghanistan when I get reelected. When we do, I swear to God, if you do anything to any of my soldiers, even a hair, if anything happens to them, I'm going to kill you. I'm telling you this respectfully. I don't want to have problems with you. Trump gets up, takes out a sheet of paper out of his pocket, hands it to the man with a picture of his house and his family, and walks out.
Wow.
See, I want
Byron Donald told that story.
Byron Donald's associate next to him on Sage Steele's
Wesley
told the story. And guess what? Do you believe that kind of a story? I do.
So
I do believe he would say something like that. I think we need strength today. We don't have it.
Wow. PBD keeps it 100, bro.
Facts.
And he doesn't come with like a super hard bias. Whenever he explains why he thinks a certain way, you're like, huh. That makes sense.
Definitely.
You know? I was in a phase where I was like, I'm not listening to music in the car. I'm only listening to things that make me smarter. So I would listen to him. I would listen to Jordan Peterson. I listen to these people.
George,
Janko. And I would just get out the car. I'd be like, I would just feel like this is gonna sound bad. I would just look at other people and be like, you just ain't got a clue.
literally, that's why when he told him, I'm pretty sure the whole world seen that.
Like, that's how they make you feel, bro. For real.
Podcasts
Especially
do
him,
make you
because
feel
Jordan
good.
Peterson had time you don't know what I ain't got a clue what he's saying. But him, the way he breaks it down, it's like, wow. That made sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tap back into him, man.
Yeah, bro, that's what I said, bro.
He's like a businessman, so and like I really like his perspective.
Yeah,
like it makes me appreciate it more.
Is it bad enough to say he give me like the mob type? Like,
No, he does. He's very clean cut.
But look though,
he's kind of like
Stephen
Italian.
A. I'm not gonna blame him for not knowing.
I feel
what
like
Wesley said.
I feel like Stephen A. knows stuff, but he straddles the fence.
Bro,
I feel like a lot of
these
guys straddle the fence.
Black people
he
don't
knows
care
what he
about
wants to vote.
politics like that.
He
bro.
cares about politics though.
No, he does though.
He just won't come out. He won't come out
So-
and be a Republican because it'll hurt him too much with the
Especially where he
Well,
works.
he
I just think about the
in
the media space.
Ain't works for ESPN. ESPN ain't going for that. There's no Trump support.
You want to know? No facts. And you want to know something I've noticed? Everybody that I've noticed that's in the media space that's an open Trump supporter is more of like an entrepreneur type. And the guys who work for like networks like Charlemagne, Stephen A., they straddle the fence. They cannot destroy their career like that.
They can't.
The employer is not going for
That's
that.
why the barber knew that Trump was going to be there. He signed the paper, but then he came out and he said he didn't know he was going to be there because it hurt his business because people were calling in, people were saying this, and that.
Yeah, bro.
As a black person, it's hard to come out and say you support Trump.
It's hard.
That's why we don't give a damn.
Even not even like a black person. I just feel like just being on like TV. Like, it's nobody I know on TV, mainstream media besides people on Fox News that endorse
That's
Trump.
the only channel.
That's the only channel.
No person on ESPN.
No person on ESPN,
No person on
MSNBC,
ESPN.
CNN, never.
Well, hold on. One football player that got this show, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Then he a Trump supporter.
He
Not no
he
more.
don't endorse Trump.
Yeah, not no.
He
not
probably does
openly.
secretly, yeah, but he
Not
doesn't.
They had Aaron Rodgers on it.
Aaron Rodgers is kind of out there. He's a football player still.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
Like, he's not a political guy. He has a political opinion.
Yeah.
but he's
He
not a
have a lot
political
of
figure.
but he's not.
He's just a guy with
famous
an
for
opinion.
football.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hurt his brand. Like,
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers will be on
He's
ESPN,
still gonna
bro.
be in the game.
Yeah,
regardless,
facts. Aaron
slinging the
Rodgers will be
ball.
on ESPN.
Well, it's just not a lot of black people that's like looking up into Republican stuff. So that's why I feel like we're just not educated on the Republican
I feel like it's
side, bro.
the backlash people get stops them from doing that.
Bro,
just
like
keeping it real.
you think that we're okay with more backlash than what?
If it's gonna ruin your career,
yeah, bro. I think
maybe it's
that
not the
bro,
backlash.
like
Maybe
that,
they
like,
feel like it'll ruin their career.
that simply that Wesley clip what PBD brought up. Like Stephen A. didn't know that clip. We can't say PBD is just as busy as Stephen A. PBD cares about politics more than him.
No,
but that's more
they
his
look at
things,
different
though.
things. They see different
That's
things.
more his
Their
thing, though.
algorithms are gonna
He's
be
more of a
different.
sports. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Black people don't follow that.
And PBD's job is to talk about politics and stuff. He's to talk about.
Yeah,
he
I
does
know.
now a
But
little bit.
Stephen A's doing it now. Like you spreading
Yeah,
this
he is, he
information,
is.
you need to be spreading good information.
But look, he's seeing different things. So that's not going to be his algorithm. He's mostly on the left. So he's getting. I
have been getting. I got a couple left things on my timeline.
I still
on
do.
Twitter,
sometimes.
For
It's
sure, I
crazy.
always see it.
I never see
If
that.
you interact with
see
it,
both.
it's gonna show you more.
I
Like, if
see
you click
both.
on it and look at the replies, it's gonna show you more.
I actually seen it probably like the first time yesterday.
I reply to it sometimes.
What the hell is this?
I get both of them.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
get. I don't know what's
I just totally
wrong with my
disagree.
algorithm.
I just totally
I see
disagree.
everything from the craziest to the wildest to the
What's the craziest thing you've seen, bro?
somebody burnt a baby.
That's insane.
Damn.
I saw a video of somebody jumping off
bro.
a building on X like yesterday.
Man, y'all stuff be terrible,
I'm seeing
bro.
people
Y'all be
get-
telling me about what y'all be saying.
I be
don't
seeing people get hit
that.
with that fire on my ex. I be messed up.
I've seen some crazy stuff on X.
I
well,
spoke
somebody
back
get
back.
shot,
On
y'all.
my
My
personal
fault.
X.
Well, I'm not just even gonna point the finger at black people, bro. A lot of Americans just not like educated with the politics, or they're just they're just super liberal pussies. If you're not educated,
you're
or you're super liberal
misinformed.
pussies.
A lot of people are misinformed.
And they want to be
Or
very.
more
Super liberal
brainwashed.
pussies. Y'all seen that little black guy with the do-rag lately? That said, we just need to back Biden. How many y'all seen that? You seen that guy, bro? He come on there with the do-rag. He's kind of light-skinned, and he sounds so...
Ocho light skin is the only
He had a
one.
do-rag on.
He had a do-rag on. He was like, how many times? We have to back our President Biden.
I hate when people come on TV with those.
That's what I see most of the time, bro.
You
Hey,
do-rag
hey,
or
hey,
a
chill on
bonnet,
the
like
do-rags.
bro, like in a profession, like would you go on TV with a do-rag on?
No, I go on YouTube on one.
Oh, that's YouTube, bro. This ours. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going on no reputable news source with a do-rag
Nah.
on, expecting people to take my opinion seriously.
I think, Stephen A., he definitely read Bill. He just can't see it, man.
I think
Yeah,
Stephen
that's
A.
like
knows
what I just
exactly what's
said.
going on. He straddles the fence, bro. He's spoken on policies and said things which would make you would lead you to believe that he is a conservative. Like it's very obvious, but he won't openly say that. So he straddles the fence and he flip flops. It's obvious. All these guys do it.
Yeah, because I would say probably 50% of his audience is black.
I would say maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
I would say
You
it's like
can't do
60,
that.
70.
You can't do that.
I mean, he's a big reputable source,
Y'all
popular
think so?
guy. I think
He
he
just trying to
has a
sprinkle it in.
I mean, I think it's him and Shannon Sharp both have a big.
He's sprinkling
white
it in
people
a
watch
little bit,
them
you
too.
know.
It's
No, for
crazy because
sure,
I've been
for
seeing
sure.
people call him. It's hard to say that because I be seeing them be
People call
calling
him a
him.
coon.
I've seen people call him coon on. Oh yeah, I've seen
No,
that.
I be
he
seeing a
addressed it.
lot of
He said,
stuff.
"I'm a black man, damn it." That's what he was saying. They was
Said
ranting.
America.
So like,
I've been through the struggles.
I think
I think he
black
got.
man.
I think he got a
people-
mixture crowd. Probably.
No, I think he has a mixed crowd for sure. I mean, he's been
I
on
think-
TV for
I think
20 years.
I think it's about 45, 50.
He need to come on the channel. That would be.
I would
tough.
love to have Stephen A.
ESPN.
That would be legendary.
Shannon Sharp right now probably 60%, 70% black people, bro.
That's different.
Why
Yeah,
is
I
that
think
different?
Stephen
Nah,
A.
they're probably both like 50-50
I
because
don't know, but
white people love sports too.
But Shannon Sharp and Ocho is not like a sports kind
They're
of.
not
I mean,
watching
they
that.
just- they just a
they're watching
podcast.
Undisputed
Brother.
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's- I think-
I mean,
Yeah.
or whatever. First
Shannon,
take.
Shannon has a podcast
That's why I
too.
said 45, 50.
nah, bro.
It's either
No,
way.
bro.
They getting
Yeah.
both.
Because like
Yeah.
you think about Bill O'Reilly, he probably 80% white people. You think about Pat McAfee, he's probably 80% white people.
Nah.
Yeah,
I would say Pat McAfee's probably like 60-40.
Yeah.
He's huge, bro. It's Pat McAfee.
People love Pat McAfee.
People
bro.
love Pat. He's an
Especially
NFL
young
player.
People, young people.
Like, bro, people love Pat McAfee.
That's why I feel like
I ain't
Stephen
gonna lie,
A.
bro. If
Y'all
I
can
go
get
ask
at
some
him.
black people, do they know Pat McAfee? They're not. I actually literally asked a guy in Ohio, do he know Pat McAfee? White guy. He
But
said,
if you ask them,
yeah,
do they
bro,
know
I
Skip
love Pat
Bayless? They know
McAfee.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, I Skip, but Skip probably.
He's just more famous. Pat McAfee's just not getting his. You know, he's been on ESPN 1 year.
Yeah, he's been on YouTube for years.
Let us know what y'all think.